Hello everybody, it's your boy Mintley, YouTube's most skillish gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Arknights, and in this episode I'm going to be showing the EX stages for the Arknights rerun Hortus de Escapismo. Let's begin with HE-EX-1. Come Ye Faithful. On challenge mode, the enemies have significantly increased HP, which makes them kind of annoying. This is the team that I use, Myrtle, Thorns, and Mudrock. I do believe that Thorns module is a little bit important here, at least level 2, because, at least level 2 for the extra stacks of poison, I think. Wait, actually no extra stacks of poison, but I do think the effect is a lot stronger. Of course, if you can bring Thorns at module level 3, even better. Anyway, Myrtle as usual. If you have Bagpipe, just bring her as well, because, you know, Bagpipe startup is awesome. Thorny facing right.
Them is enough, right?
And then as soon as I have enough DP, I will just deploy Mudrock, but not now. Okay, oh. Myrtle died. And Mudrock is down. Okay, that's it. Now we just need to activate Thorn's skill twice.
Your attacks are all within my calculations.
I do think that Mudrock is probably better here compared to Penance. Maybe because, you know, people always think that Mudrock and Penance are 100% interchangeable, but I do think in this case, Mudrock is the stronger candidate. Anyway, Thorns is going to be, this looks a little bit dangerous, but at least for my testing and my level, Thorns can defend against these flying enemies just fine. The poison will take them away. And there we go, see? Mudrock looks like she will have low HP, but, you know, her self-sustain is pretty good.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, that's the end of the stage. So that's it for HE-EX-1 challenge mode, super simple. Okay, let's clear HE-EX-2, lead me home. On challenge mode, defender and supporter operators cannot be deployed. That's also fine because we can just use guards, and this is Arknights. Flagpipe startup, Bagpipe with the S2, I recommend S2. And then we have Thorns and Blaze with the modules. I do think that in this case, Thorns and Blaze modules, Thorns module might be more important than Blaze's module, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, this is a little bit annoying. You see this stage is very wonky.
Scenery here, Doctor. Get around it, guys.
Okay, so don't worry about this one. Now just deploy the vanguards. Blaze will defend this side just fine. There is no need to activate any of the what's it called, any of the statues for this stage. Some stages yes, some other stages no. Deploy Thorny here.
No tardará mucho.
Start to build up the planks because you can see the civilians are going to have a lot of panic. They're going to become terrified. Okay, they become terrified. Drop it down.
Benevolence shall save lives.
Drop down these other planks as well. Drop the plank on the left side first. And also make sure you have enough DP when you drop down this plank, so that when you drop down Blaze, you don't panic. Because you can see this tile cannot be deployed. You can't deploy on this tile. Okay, Thorns is...
Entendido.
I would also recommend saving Thorns' S2 activation until the flying enemy comes out, so that he will be able to kill off the flying enemies without problems. Okay, good. And basically after this, just have to wait for Thorns' S2 to start. Oh, sorry. The second activation for his S2, and we'll have no problem. You might be wondering about Blaze here. Blaze should be able to survive from my experience. Blaze can survive no problem. There are only 22 enemies, so it's not a big deal.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Awaiting order.
And I think after this, all the enemies will come from the left side. Oh, there's one right there. But Blaze will survive with just 95 HP, which is pretty funny. Okay. This last enemy over here, he will destroy these statues. Or this just this one statue. Both of the statues have been destroyed, but yeah. Like I said, Blaze, I would recommend you to bring a healer, or maybe you have Saria S2 on this style. Maybe you just bring someone who can help to heal in case your Blaze is not as high level as mine.
No sacrifice is meaningless.
I was just trying to do it with as few operators as possible. Anyway, that's it for HE-EX-2. Okay guys, let's clear HE-EX-3 Rock of Ages. I'm going to do something special and I'm only going to clear this stage on normal mode because let me tell you that this strategy will work the same for challenge mode. And let me go borrow my friend's Texas Alter S3 M3 with the module at M3, which is for, you know, as high level as possible. Then Flagpipe with Bagpipe S3, Thorns, Texas, Mountain, Silence for the drone. Silence is preferred for the drone. The reason why I'm clearing this on normal stage is because, like I said, for challenge mode, okay, so for challenge mode, these 8 tiles are not deployable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that the only change is that the enemies will have slightly more stats. But I've tested it on challenge mode and it works. The only reason why I want to do a normal stage is because I want to show how you can get the medal. The medal for this stage, there's the medal for HE-EX-3, which is to protect all 3 statues. And this is possible. And this is very, very simple. Though it gets a little close at the end. So what needs to happen is that you probably need a very good Thorns. By the way, Thorns should be on this top side only because Thorns can hit air. The reason why this thing will be destroyed is because there are going to be those flying bat enemies. Okay, let me activate Thorns. So let me activate the statue here. Keep the civilian in the middle here. That is how my strategy. I will keep the civilian in the middle. Okay, so these bad enemies are incoming. Activate again. And Thorns will be there to kill off the bad enemies, but you see they will chip down the statue. Okay, by the way, the bottom side, don't forget this area as well. These knife-throwing enemies are here. Send in Texas Auto, take care of them.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Okay, activate the statue. Remember, keep this civilian here in the middle. Don't let the civilian run off. Okay. So now Thorns will start to kill off all the enemies here. Activate again. And you will see that by 19 enemies, there will be no more bad enemies, okay? So this is the last bad. The statue is still alive. But on challenge mode, this statue will have been destroyed, okay? But again, I promise you, remember, you only get medals on normal stages. Also, by the way, this is very important, but let me finish talking first. You only get medals on normal stages. So if this happens, so if the statue survives on normal stage, it's good. If the statue is destroyed on challenge mode, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I promise you, you can use the exact same strategy for challenge mode. Anyway, drop down both Texas Alter and Bagpipe. The reason why I want Bagpipe S3 is for her extra defense. Also throw in the drone to heal Bagpipe. Texas can retreat because we are going to redeploy her. As usual, let me start gaining some DP for my 2 vanguards. Calm down this civilian. Okay, now that they are in range, I can retreat Bagpipe and use Texas. And that's it. And then Mountain will kill off this last guy. And there we go. So this stage was kind of annoying, honestly, because I kept forgetting things here and there. But again, the key is to, if you want to get the medal, you can use my strategy. But I just need you to believe me that on challenge mode, this strategy works too. Alright guys, so that's it for HE-EX-3. Okay, let's clear HE-EX-4 Destitute and Emaciated. On challenge mode, 2 additional Crumbling Masonry will appear. So what are those things? Basically, those are the rock throwers. It's not a big deal, at least to me, I don't see a difference. This is the team that I use: Myrtle, Bagpipe, Mountain, Aya S2, or to be honest, Logos S3. You would probably use Logos if you have him. Texas, Saria, Blaze, Wizardel S3, and Sasuro, or basically any strong medic. Also, by the way, Saria S1. Well, I have Logos. I'm just not using Logos because otherwise it'd be a bit too easy. But Aya S2 works. Anyway, so the masonry will be here, so they'll start throwing rocks down here. That's not a big problem. I'll just put down my 2 vanguards here.
Crushing bunkers.
Now I'm gonna deploy my Aya altar here. So Aya normal. I have Aya altar as well, but he's not needed. Then I'm gonna toss down Sasuro here. Get more DP.
We're counting on you again today.
And then I need to throw down Blaze to let her charge her skill. It's funny because there are no... Oh yeah, there will be civilians later on coming from this side and they will all gather here. That's not a big problem because you can use this statue to keep them there. Okay, now Mountain. So enemies that spawn mostly from this side will go up here and you just need Mountain to defend. On this side, however, there are going to be some very problematic enemies. Michelle facing up.
I know what you want.
Like I said, there are going to be some very problematic enemies, which are these guys. Not these guys. These guys are easy to deal with. In TP, drop down Sarah here. Activate Myrtle.
Temperature stable. Don't worry if you see fire. That's just a side effect.
Okay, the civilians are... Oh, there's this one civilian coming in. I need to drop down this block here. I don't know what's up there, but the civilian was like, when you saw him go left and right, he doubled back. Anyway, like I said, you can see the left side Mountain is taking care of all the enemies alone. I do have Mountain's module, but I don't think it's super important. If you want, because I have a lot of DP right now, I can calm down civilian down. Anyway, these guys are, you guys remember from the normal stages, they will reduce your DP and they will cut your max DP by 15. 15 is a huge amount. So, I'm just going to use Wizardel to take care of him. Second guy, I think there should be a third one. Is there a third one? No, there's no third one. Yeah, there's only two, I remember. So, they'll come in waves of 2. So, there's going to be 2. And I think later there will be 3 that spawn on the battlefield. Like 3 here. Okay, let's just keep pressing the holy statue to keep this civilian here. The civilian is very safe here, I promise you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and one more. 4 actually. So Wizardel will be able to take care of 3 out of 4. But the 4th one will go to Saria and Blaze will slowly chip him down. So don't worry about it. Okay, the civilian kind of got spooked, like, apparently I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. It's not too bad though, because on this stage it's not a huge deal if the civilian runs away from your checkpoint. Not like the earlier stage where it's kind of annoying if the civilian does run away. Anyhow, let me just patch up this bridge and hopefully the civilian... I just need to be a little bit more careful. Actually, it's already the end of the stage, so I don't even have to bother. See, I told you I didn't have to bother. The civilian would have run over here anyway. But that's it for HE-EX-4. My god, it is so much simpler than stage 3 for some reason. Okay guys, let's get HE-EX-5 towards greater height. On challenge mode, 3 tiles on the battlefield are no longer available for deployment, which are these 3 high ground tiles here, super annoying. Anyway, this is the team that I use: Myrtle, Bagpipe, Texas, Blaze, Mountain, Mudrock, Dagon, and Wizardel. I highly recommend having modules on, I would say Dagon for her extra skill damage and also Mudrock. Oh, sorry, not Mudrock. Actually, Mudrock is like secondary, but I would say Dagon and Wizardel. Anyway, let's immediately deploy my 2 Vanguards. The position isn't too important, but I would say keep them out of harm's way. Once they are down, deploy Wizardel on the tile facing up.
I know what you want.
And then her first skill activation, quite simple, activate and then stop. That's just because I want to get her Revenant Shadows out. Okay, you might be wondering who's going to defend the top. Well, Mountain is going to defend the top on his own, because these enemies aren't too difficult. Okay, don't worry about the civilians, they're going to run around. That's fine. What you need to do is to put down the spare timber here. Now on this side, deploy Blaze. And also deploy Mudrock here. Basically 2 very strong lane holders on this side.
So you racked your brain and came up with a plan of plotting me here. Bravo.
Okay, now they're over here. Now that they're over here, this is a very crucial step is to make sure to use the holy statue to calm them down on this square, because we want to make sure that the what's it called, the enemy. Okay. By the way, activate Wizard once you see these captains come out. I want to keep them here so that they don't run into this hole. And I could fix up this hole, but there are some enemies that I want to kill using the hole first. Also, Dagon on this tile. Okay, this captain just got absolutely wrecked once he spawned in. Activate the statue again. Okay, don't activate Dagon's skill yet because there will be a second captain. Second, like the archer man. Okay, now activate her skill. And then she will kill them all. Calm this guy down. And as you see, if I had patched up, there would have been an extra captain for Dagon to worry about. But because I didn't, I don't have to. And we'll go down to our last 3 enemies, which I believe one will spawn here and one will spawn here. Activate the holy statue again. 2 enemies, which is just this guy and this raider right here. Okay, now that the statue is gone, just put the hole down because the civilians will become terrified and they will run. Mudrock will kill off that enemy, and this enemy will eventually get killed off by Mountain. And there you go. Not too difficult, honestly. Only 15 enemies, but I think the difficult part would be in case you don't anticipate those enemies that heli drop in weird positions. Okay, that's it for HE-EX-5. Okay guys, let's go to HE-EX-6. The Lord accepts sinners. Now on challenge mode, the elite wasteland robbers, so these guys with the knives, are invisible. Not a big problem because we can force them to the middle through a very simple tactic called building a bridge. Now this is the team that I use: Flagpipe with Texas, Dagon, Sasuro, Sarah S1, Thorns, Blaze, and Ansel. I promise you, literally Ansel will be enough for Dagon's healing. And I'm also going to borrow some of my friend's Horn S2. S2, S1 should work, but I do prefer S2 because, you know, again, cut down Horn's, what's it called, her health, and then trigger her passive, and then she will become a little bit stronger. Okay, so for this one, there are some small problems, a few problems that are really, really annoying to deal with. But in the meantime, let's just start off with Vanguards as usual. Thorny on this tile. Basically, we're going to force a lot of the enemies to go to the middle, and this will become like a conga line for Thorns and his friends. Okay, Sasuro. These guys, don't worry about them. Okay, activate Thorn's skill S1. Myrtle. Blaze. I need to make sure to calm down these and the civilians. Keep them on this side for as long as possible. Okay, that's also very important for this strategy, this particular strategy. Okay, Saria. Okay, Myrtle's getting ready. Now I'm gonna activate Holy Statue, knock down their panic. This has to be one of the most annoying mechanics, like seriously. Anyway, Ansel facing down. I promise you Ansel will be enough. Ansel will die, but he will do his job in keeping Dagon alive. Okay, these enemies are coming in, incoming. Super annoying enemies, but I have someone called Dagon as well. Dagon will kill them in pairs, so don't rush to use her skill yet. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to retreat Texas and drop down Horn. Okay, activate Mortal. Come on. Okay, Dagon. Activate the Holy Statue again to calm down the civilians. Also, build the bridge. Once you see these guys, I almost forgot. Once you see these guys come out, build the bridge so that they will come over. Oh, if I hadn't built the bridge in time, I think they would have come here and the strategy would have failed. Okay, so a little bit of a good demonstration of a mistake, which is to build this bridge. Okay, build this bridge. Pop the builder, build this bridge. Holy Statue to calm them down. The Horny Barrage. Okay, wait for these enemies to come. And then activate. Boom. Doesn't do too much because those enemies are still pretty tanky. Activate the statue again. So as you can tell, there are probably a few very annoying things you have to take note of this entire battle. First, you need to build a bridge here to make sure the enemies don't leak past you. Next is to use this holy statue to calm down the civilians. And basically, those two are the most important because, you know, if your civilians die, you lose a life. If they sneak past you and they reach Horn, you will probably leak as well, and then you will lose. Okay, like I said, kill them in pairs. Okay, holy statue activate. Go Dagon. Activate. And now I've triggered one skill, even though this is kind of late already because there's just this one loser. He's gonna get wrecked. Okay, that was it. Like I said, a little bit hairy for this stage if you want to use this strategy, but the key is to have someone super strong on the left side to take care of all those crossbowmen, and then try to make a conga line down the middle for defending. Just remember to always lay the bridge, if not the enemies will go from the right hand side and straight to the blue box. Very weird pathing, I know. Anyway, that is it for HE-EX-6. Okay guys, let's clear HE-EX-7 again. This was a little bit annoying because of the metal condition. Now on challenge mode, one additional crumbling masonry will appear. And this is the team that I use, which is Flagpipe, Texas, Thorns, Wishadel, Aya Alter, or basically any strong medic. I do like Aya Alter because of her range. If not, you can just have someone like Lumen. After all, Lumen is free. Mountain, Penance, and Ines. Now, this stage is really about speed. This stage was damn annoying because the medal for this stage is to... okay, to get a normal medal, this is a normal entry medal. To get a normal medal, make sure that for these walkways, no more than 2 are destroyed. But if you want the trim medal, you need to make sure that none of them are destroyed. Okay, and which is a bit annoying because now you have 3 rock throwers. Anyway, immediately drop down my... I'm going to drop down all my vanguards first, especially Ines because she can start generating a lot of DP. Bagpipe here. Hell, I'm even using Bagpipe. That should tell you how difficult this stage is. Mountain. And then the fence. Trust me, the fence is needed to buy you time. Buy you time for both Myrtle and Ines. Okay, fence number 2. We only have 3 fences. Okay, fence number 3. I'm just going to deploy it ahead of time. Explode. Okay, and now Ines, go. And then now at 36 DP, just in case you don't have a pot, you don't have 35 DP penance on this tile. And then after Bagpipe eats that one rock, retreat her. I'm gonna drop down Thorny here. Don't worry too much about the deployment order though, because the bats will all die here because of penance. Okay, so these guys are spawning. Drop down Aya over here to heal up Tony. Activate Penance S3 and activate Wishadel over here. Wishadel will help to cover a lot of the other normal enemies. By the way, for the monastery inhabitants, I can retreat Ines as well. Activate Wishadel and then stop her skill just to spawn these 3 Revenant Shadows. The monastery inhabitants, I would recommend you either keep them here or here because this one will be destroyed. This one has a risk of being destroyed, but if your Wishadel is high level enough, there shouldn't be a problem. Okay, by the way, calm him down. Also, spawn Texas in finally for the DP. Because I couldn't spawn... I tried to spawn Texas early, but the rush of the rocks is just too much, honestly. So it's okay though. Okay, you see that guy was trying to destroy this statue. It's okay though. Okay, Penance is ready. Go Penance. Tony S2 second activation. And you see none of these rocks are being destroyed. Of course, if you really want to protect these statues, you can deploy Ines or Bagpipe, redeploy them. Okay, just keep getting DP. Why? For the statue. This stage will have a mini boss, which is of course Fortuna, the fallen angel. You know what she does? You guys can remember. Basically, she has this gun and she can shoot you 6 times. Okay, I'm going to look for the animation. She's aiming for Penance now. Sometimes RNG helps you out. And the shots pretty much miss Penance. Okay, Penance is getting wrecked right now. It's okay. This is normal. Sort of normal. Let me deploy Bagpipe here to block the rock. Okay, now it's just Fortuna and she's dead. The reason why this one is a little bit difficult is because of the Not only because the enemies are doing arts damage, but also because the RNG from Fortuna herself. Remember, Fortuna has 6 bullets, and then each bullet has a 70% chance to miss. Let's take a look together. Yeah, has a chance to miss range attacks. I believe 70% chance to miss. So, but if they do hit, it does a lot of damage. So yeah, if Penance dies, if your Penance dies are a bit lower level, that's normal. You just need Penance to block the rocks at the very beginning. If you want, you can just swap out to other defenders and deploy them in front of the rock throwers so they don't block Fortuna, okay? And after that, they will just walk into Wizardel's range, which is over here. Oh, not this one. That's a 8, which will be somewhere here, and then they will get blasted by Wizardel. Anyway, that is it for HE-EX-7. Okay, guys, so let's get HE-EX-8 last race of dusk on challenge mode. Now on challenge mode, the falling rocks will deal a lot more damage, and they really mean it when they say increased damage, because trust me, they really hurt. Anyway, this is the team that I was using: Flagpipe, Mountain, Thorns, and also Ifrit. Hold on, where's Ifrit? Ifrit, these 3 will become like a defensive line. Aya will be there for extra healing, Aya Alter. Wizardel to take care of the mini boss and all the hard enemies. Shu, and then 3 fast redeploys. Technically, Yato is she's not a true fast redeploy. It's just that she has a nice little talent that helps out. Okay, so the fast redeploy will be there to take damage from the rocks. That's all. Okay, let's begin. Immediately start generating GP. Drop down Mountain for lane holding. Now, if you guys remember the Gardener, I probably won't be explaining too much, is that he will cycle through a series of debuffs as well as activate these rock throwers from time to time, which is honest to god annoying as hell. He will also summon enemies and civilians, so there's a bit of RNG. Okay, this one has been activated. Drop down Yato here to take the damage from this rock. Explode. And Yato died. Okay, no problem. Now let's drop down Thorns to build up this line, this defensive line, like I said. Okay, dropping another one. Gonna let the waifu soak up the damage. Okay, waifu done. We just need to protect this civilian until he moves to the left. He moves away from this column. Okay, so let me drop down another one here. Another gravel to block. Gravel the rat. Okay, now Aya Alter facing up to heal. Okay, good. Now you don't have to bother with this side because the civilian is over here now. Keep getting DP because DP is super important. You can see the DP generation isn't stable because of the enemies. Okay. You can see this one has been activated. Drop down Yato. And also Wizardel here, because Wizardel is going to help me take care of all the difficult enemies on this side. Okay. I drop down Gravel again to block. Wizardel I'm going to activate once and then stop just to get the Revenant Shadow. This is not strictly necessary, but I'm doing it just because it's better. Okay. Gonna shoot again, the rock, and then waifu help me block. That kind of rhymed. I didn't mean for it to rhyme. Okay, this rock is coming down again. Yato to block, and then now safe. I don't have to bother with this column anymore, and I can safely drop down my Shu, because there'll be a bit of a cooldown between activating the rocks. Okay, now he's gonna activate this rock here. Gonna drop down Gravel. Hold on. Now you might be wondering, isn't he gonna absolutely wreck? What's it called? Ifrit. That is true, but thankfully Ifrit can survive just a bit, just a little bit. See, I think she survives like about how much, 10 HP or something. The key is to basically make sure you protect. In phase 1, I would say it's much more important to make sure you protect the civilians so they don't lose HP, because it's very troublesome. Okay, phase 2 has started. How do you know phase 2 has started? Simple. All of the top rock throwers have turned off, and all of the side rock throwers have turned on. Okay, just hold on Wizardel. I can activate Wizardel's skill now, actually. Don't need to hold on. And then explode. Boom. And then the other guy who just literally spawned in, he died. Okay, Wizardel will eat the rocks, but thankfully she has enough HP. Also, if you notice something, is that some of the rocks... Let me block here first, just to help Wizardel block a little bit, and also to waste Fortuna's ammo. Something you notice that at these two lanes, these two rows will be protected by the holes, basically. which is really good, honestly. And also, let me activate Shu as well for the Sanctuary. It's not much, it's 10%, but it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, so this rock on the top doesn't matter. This rock on the bottom also doesn't matter because Shu is tanky. And now Wizardel's gonna destroy, what's her name? Fortuna. She is gonna sneak past. Sometimes the RNG helps you, and Fortuna doesn't cause trouble. Just in case. Let me block with gravel, just in case, but it's not strictly necessary. Okay, waifu, to block this, I think I deployed waifu a little bit too late, and the civilian got hit. But it's okay, it's not too bad of a mistake. Because now we're near the end. We just need to survive these few seconds, these last few seconds, and wait for the gardener to go over here, and then he would just die on his own. He just gives up on life. That was also a mistake, a very bad mistake on my part. If the civilian's health were lower, I would be in trouble. So, oh god, oh no. Okay, I just made 3 mistakes in a row, guys. Do not do that. Be a lot safer. Deploy early. But, hey, I cleared it. And we
An
won.
excellent outcome. Was this also a part of your calculations?
Awesome. We cleared HE-EX-8. Again, there's no extra medal. Just clear EX-8 on challenge mode and claim all the rewards and you should get all the medals. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Minleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Do look forward to the, future Arknights content. I believe the anniversary event is coming out soon, so stay tuned for that event. Bye-bye.